Hey, it's Ryan from Sites for Church. When I go to a website, just day to day as I'm going about my business and I need to get online on my smartphone, whatever, and on my computer to get on a website, probably more than 50% of the time, it is to get the same couple pieces of information. I am looking for a business's phone number. I am looking for a business's address or how to get there. And I'm looking for when that business is open. Those three things. And certainly when I go to church websites, that's something that I'm looking for all the time. Unfortunately, a lot of times you go to a church website and those things are not there, or they're hard to find. You have to dig into a subpage or whatever to get to them. And so I wanted to make it easy and make sure that at the very least, those things are prominently displayed in all of our themes and that they're easy to get to. So when you enter your initial information, when you first set up your site, that you're going to be asked stuff like what your service schedule is, what your church email address is, what your church phone number is, because we want that stuff to be there right away from the very beginning, because that's what probably 50% plus of the people that visit your site are looking for. And after you have your site set up, it's still there where you can edit it. And you do that through the church info base. So here I am, I'm looking at the church info base. I'm going to click on the one, it's the one with the cogs. And there's a bunch of tabs to this one because it covers a lot of different stuff. So the main stuff is you have the church name, and on this design here, it's all over the place. It's here, that's shown down here, that's shown on different headings on different pages. So you've got that. All right, and then you get the church tagline. In this particular design, that tagline just shows on the footer, but in other designs it might show in more prominent places. And then there's a spot for the church logo. Now I do want to say this about your logo and website designs. Sometimes I'll get a logo and it just doesn't work for the particular website design. If your logo has a lot of colors in it, if it's not basically simple text with an icon or something like that, if it's really a busy kind of logo, then I would suggest in that case that text, maybe a text treatment would look better than putting your logo on the website. It's not to say it doesn't look good on stationery or other things, but oftentimes the church logo as it stands is unusable. So anyways, so that's this main tab. And then you got service schedule, okay? The service schedule, you have just simple service name, service time. You can delete any of these rows if you want to. You can add rows if you want to. If you wanted to add, patch clubs or whatever on Thursday, like in my church we do patch clubs on Thursday at 7. And you probably want to put Thursday patch clubs because of the way this is listed. Thursday patch clubs, and it's actually at 6:30 p.m. All right. And then we have order here, and this is just so that the data is in order. Now I could put 8 if I wanted to. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they're in numerical order. It just controls the flow of that service schedule. Its direction here doesn't really matter. What matters is this number. And so I'm going to put that up there, and I'm going to change this to 5 because 8 doesn't really make sense. All right, so you get your service schedule. And on the design, if you were to click on, say, this service schedule button right here, you'd see that right away. Contact info is the next thing. So we got contact info there, contact info here. All right, you're going to start seeing these. There's going to be several places where there's just one row. And usually if it's a just one row thing, the very first field will just say instructions. And it will just say something like, this is one row. So just deal with this one row. And so we're going to click on some of these here. Let me click this up. All right, so you've got phone, church email, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So these are pretty self-explanatory. The Facebook, it's looking for the URL. So you just go to your church Facebook page, select this, select all, copy, paste. Twitter, same thing. Go to your church's Twitter if you have one. select this all, copy, paste. The same thing would be for your YouTube if you had a YouTube channel. That's how that would work, okay? So that is your church information. Where are we? Back here. All right, and that's displayed here on this theme. It's displayed in different ways on different themes. All right, then we have location. Location is important. Again, location would be shown in the contact info, shown in the footer. Remember, this stuff is the stuff that people are looking for, so we want it to be all over the place. Okay, just simple, your street address, your city. This is should actually say Cincinnati for this one. All right, Ohio, your state, your zip code. You know, you can do it this way or you can do it this way. All right, and then the last thing is this Google Maps embed code. And you might ask, how do I get that? I'll show you, it's really easy. Now, most of the time this is gonna be done for you when we set up your site. But if you wanted to, change that, the way that you do that is you just search for your church. So I'm gonna search for Bible Baptist Church Mattoon here. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna search that. And I am going to click share, the share button, and then I'm gonna click embed map. And I'm going to select all of this and then paste it in here, like so. But I'm going to make one change to this embed code. If you look through this, you'll see there's a place that says width 600, height 450. I'm going to change 600 to 100%. I'm going to change height to 400. That's the standard that we have in all of our designs. And so that's all there is to the embed code. All right, I'm going to close that. All right, one other thing here, one other tab is we have home page. This just gives you the opportunity to change your heading on the home page and your intro text. So this is what's controlling this and this. And that's it. That is all there is to the church info base, and it's just a way where you can change and manage the main information about your church.